Memorial Day weekend is the kickoff to summer, but even with the holiday excitement, we have to keep safety top of mind when we're out there on the roads. Joining me here in Studio 61 is Trooper First Class Pedro Muniz from Connecticut State Police. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, it's a big weekend. A lot of people are going to be traveling, and what do people need to be aware of as far as extra troopers, patrols, things like that?
Yeah, so we'll be out there starting at midnight tonight. We'll be out there with extra DUI roving patrols for until the end of the weekend, a holiday weekend, out there patrolling, keeping our roadways safe. We'll have extra roving patrols again for patrolling for drivers operating under the influence of alcohol and drugs.
Right, talk a little bit more about the DUI enforcement, because there are people that are going to be drinking, celebrating. What do they need to be aware of?
Yeah, we want people to have a good time. We want people to enjoy the time with their family and friends, but we also want them to do so safely. So there's plenty of options out there now. There's rideshare programs. There's, the good old-fashioned designated driver. Keep each other safe. Keep each other responsible. So if you are at a party and you see somebody drinking or has drank too much, take them home or get them a ride share.
Right, and there will no doubt, of course, be accidents. There are always accidents, but what do people need to keep in mind when it comes to the move over law?
Yeah, so out there now, holiday weekend is going to be more motorists out there. We're going to see more accidents, more vehicles broken down on the side of the road. So the move over law is any vehicle stationary on the side of the roadway, to include a motorist, a regular vehicle, emergency vehicle, tow trucks, DOT, anything like that. We want you to move over if it's safe to do so and slow down below the speed limit.
Let's talk about stats. What are the numbers from last year? What are we hoping for as far as for a better year?
Yeah, so 2022 was scary. We had 10 fatalities.
Just over Memorial Day
Just
weekend.
over Memorial Day weekend. 2023 was better. We had 4. We're hoping for 0 this year, right? We want to keep bringing that number down. Our goal is to get our fatalities down.
Yeah, that is ideal. Now let's talk about, we were just talking about the accidents. If someone is in a situation, they've either got an accident or they're having some car problems, what's the best thing, the safest thing that they should be doing?
So the safest thing, if you can, and if it's safe to do so, if you're in an accident or your vehicle is broken down, to try to get over to that right shoulder, or if you're closer to the median and that's the only spot to get over to, but just try to get out of the roadway if possible. And then call 911 as soon as possible. You want to get help out there. You want to get us out there as soon as possible so we can get extra lights and keep you safer. And then stay in the vehicle. Don't walk around the vehicle and looking around the vehicle. You don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, we've seen too many tragic situations where people are, hit by other cars because they're outside of their disabled cars. Now, a lot of what you do rely on is the rest of the drivers out there, the good drivers, the drivers that are following the laws and obeying the laws. What do you want them to do when they see something that's concerning?
Yes, we are only as good as our partners. Our partners out there are everyone out there driving.
Right.
So we need their help in keeping our roadways safe. So if you see any erratic driving, if you see any vehicles broken down or any accidents, call 911. That way we can get out there as quickly as possible.
An important thing to keep in mind, don't be afraid to call for help.
Correct.
And it's better be safe than sorry.
Yes. Don't be afraid to call for help. Call 911. You can even text 911, but we've recently received...
This is interesting, yeah.
We've recently received an influx of emails, and it's not a lot, but we're getting emails or DMs in our social media of emergencies.
Right.
Those are not monitored 24/7. So we ask the public, just if you have an emergency, call, or you can even text 911 now.
That's right. That is an option. All right. Thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate your help.
Thank you for having me.
Important reminders. Yes. We want to keep everybody safe, and hopefully that number will remain 0 this weekend.
Yes.